Team Secret's turn
Welcome
to
back,
bat.
all you wonderful people. Day 4 continues right now with Series 1 game. Lots of numbers.
Into the draft. There are heroes here. Oh, I hit into the button.
There it is.
Sorry.
There it is.
My bad.
Thank you.
Missed
Thanks
it.
for hitting that
Yeah.
button.
I always get things covered
10
here.
seconds remaining. Fnatic's
More
turn
heroes,
to bat.
more Dota. No, Io, will there be? Nature's problem. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Are you ready?
So they're going to let it through.
Are you ready?
Secret are going to let it through.
All right, well, there's a discussion. Because if Fnatic ban Monkey King, then I think
Then they're...
that's true. I think Secret
10
might ban the
seconds
Nature's Prophet.
remaining.
But
Okay.
if they don't ban the Monkey King,
5 seconds remaining.
I could see them leaving in the Nature's Prophet, because then they'll have Monkey versus Tree. Or Monkey versus Nature's Prophet. And I feel like 4 versus...
Team Secret's turn to ban.
Well, Fnatic, they didn't ban the monkey.
Of course, now here's an issue. What if Secret, like, if you ban Nature's Prophet, then
Fnatic's
Monkey's
turn
really good.
to pick.
So
They banned the monkey.
that's a problem. It's a problem.
So the thing was, we didn't get Nature's Prophet first. It was second, third picks.
Yeah, it was a 2-3 tied NP.
Right.
Yeah,
so I think that right now
Team
the thought process is
Secret's
if
turn
you
to
take
pick.
Prophet.
I agree with that. You don't take it first.
Okay.
Because, like, you're fine if Secret take it. Weaver's a very good matchup versus the Nature's Prophet anyway.
All right.
It is hilarious how, like, this hero is, like, totally ignored in a lot of series. Now, suddenly we're discussing as if it is the only thing that matters in this draft. But it kind of is right now.
I guess the other thing about it
10
was that so much of
seconds
why it
remaining.
was highly prioritized, pair it together.
5 seconds remaining.
I guess that actually with the could end up seeing the whole draft without.
Or it could wind up being, like, some 3 Weaver for all.
Right.
You still get the NP, or it could be a 5 Nature's Prophet.
So here's a question for you: did the side mattered that much, like Dire side, and where the pressure was put?
Oh, that's a good point. It is way better on Dire, I think, for some reasons. Like, I think that if you think about that cluster of up top where there's like Roche, Ancients, Iron
Team
Camp,
Secret's turn
Rune,
to pick.
being able to scout all of that and just keep sending a swarm in there is more powerful than sending like one Treant to block the Dire Ancients, you know? And that area gets like, I don't know, like farmed up more efficiently than the Dire side does.
Tidbit: the
10 seconds
Secret
remaining.
gonna take the other hot stuff. I think I saw. I don't remember
5 seconds remaining.
about the top hero picks.
Fnatic's turn to
One
pick.
of them being a Titan, but it's also one of the highest win rates. Got 6.
Hero. Oh, the crowd. If we had cheers during the draft, they'd be cheering right now. Are there cheers during the draft? Can you guys test? Try cheering.
Here, press 1 to cheer now.
I don't actually know
10
if it works.
seconds remaining.
But if it does work, we'll know because it's an Invoker pick. It's what
5
everyone loves to
seconds
see.
remaining.
You know, it's good. They have the last pick as well. Who knows? Perhaps we'll wind up with a little bit of flex on this Invoker.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
For eyes on that, the Ti10 gets taken. This is again all the different how you can play much more aggressive. So quickly before
Team
we
Secret's
on with the
turn
rest
to
of this
ban.
draft, you all an update as to
Spoilers!
what's going on
Spoilers!
all around
Woo, woo,
the rest
woo.
of the area. I
Please.
don't actually have a full spoiler yet.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Well, actually, no, I do. So the other streams that are going on right now, there's LGD versus Elephant, with obviously going to
10 seconds remaining.
Elephant trying to make a run at that top spot into the upper bracket. Quincy
5
Crew
seconds remaining. Turn
playing
to
for
ban.
their lives. NA versus SA, trying not to be eliminated. And right now, Quincy Crew up about 60,000 gold though in that other game. Team Spirit took their first game off of East Coast. Spirit, after an 0-4 start, are looking to try and win out here.
Dude, they're doing
and
it.
have a decent shot
I'm
to
a
be able
believer.
to actually end up in the upper bracket. You believed it from right in the first
I
game you
did.
saw.
I did. Spirit Breaker,
5
not a
seconds
hero here at
remaining.
TI, and not gonna be running into Team Spirit and stopping them. Like, can you imagine if they lost their last game to
Secret's
Spirit Breaker?
turn
That
to
would,
ban.
So amazing.
that would be hype.
But you do have Fnatic also versus match that we're on. We've talked about multiple times. Fnatic trying to ave off the idea. Don't believe that it's fully confirmed that with that last win, can't be eliminated,
10
but
seconds
it's
remaining.
much less likely that it happens.
This group's wild, dude.
It really is, right?
Turn to
There's
ban.
like so many possible outcomes.
All to the last day.
But Secret, of course, with that loss, it leaves them open to be out of the upper bracket. Definitely spooky. Coast also
Team
losing
secrets turn to
Spirit.
bad.
This is like sort of the pathway that it could happen. So we'll keep our eyes on that and what ends up happening here. Of course, Secret's last game of the day, the last game of the stage will be against Vici. That one happens right at the
10
day.
seconds remaining.
Determine their fate most likely.
5
Back
seconds
into the draft now,
remaining.
trying to
Don't
break down
worry.
the bands. It's
Guys,
all a bunch of
there's really nothing here. We got Tidehunter on one side, so he doesn't want to play versus Ursa. Ursa's pretty good. It's annoying. You got an Invoker picked by Secret, so they ban out the Faceless Void. And of course, Doom, same logic as the Ursa. Makes Tidehunter very sad. Team Secret, they're banning out some annoying lane matchups and game matchups for the Invoker. So ban out the Templars.
perfect.
They ban out the Voids.
Team secrets
Their last
turn
game
to
will be
pick.
an age.
Hey, there it is.
The might as well right there.
Update here from our production
Spoiler,
person
spoiler
as well.
alert.
Yes, Quincy Crew won #1. Love production.
10
A little
seconds
bit of hard
remaining.
chat
And
from production.
replays.
Fanatics turn
Yeah,
to pick.
replays too. That's cool.
Oh my gosh, you guys are getting an Invoker and a Rubik?
When in doubt.
Aren't we blessed? He wants to win. I mean, there's a Weaver and a Tide, right? I love the current meta of Weaver being everywhere because it means you can pick Rubik every game and feel good
10
about it.
seconds remaining.
I think Weaver might be my favorite steal. It definitely used to be Ice Path, but maybe I
5
just haven't had enough
seconds
Chakiros
remaining.
on the enemy team lately. But Shikuchi feels incredible. I feel like you can just do so much, especially because it's one of the best spells to have like when the fight starts, right?
Right.
You're coming into a fight in the early game with that movement speed as Rubik. You sneak in, you get a telekinesis, and you're in a position to grab pretty much whatever you want as your next spell.
Like also when the heroes that allow you to make plays. It's by and large just in the last
Fanatics
series
turn to
that we
pick.
cast with they did some amazing plays with the shard also. The Absorb. Shadow Blade on the Tiny that was playing with them, and then they would go lift in initiation, so it got free stun and back out of the fight and re
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
Blink Dagger to fight.
they could do that with any other Silver Edge here.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a little different, but
But yeah, anything that has like, I mean, Silver Edge is the best idea here, right? Because this would be a situation where you could be Silver Edge Invis, tossed in by the Rubik onto the Tide. You get the Silver Edge break hit, combo for the kill with no Ravage.
Team secrets
That'd be
turn
wild.
to pick.
Imba Spirit.
see from Fnatic. Jai. This is the hero that I first saw Mon with Secret actually in these groups. Trying to make maximum use of that Aghanim shard once you get
10 seconds remaining.
You're kind of annoying versus Invoker, I guess, for the Dispel, right? Same thing
5
with an Ember,
seconds
right? They're
remaining.
picking Ember and Ogre, so these Tornadoes and pretty boss. But I'm excited to watch what the Spirit doing. Like, that was insane last game. Like, he made all the plays you could ask for.
that Aegis.
You mean that's Roche and Aegis Steel?
Yeah, I mean,
Let
you
us
got
not
everything.
forget.
It was perfect.
Turned out he was actually Roshing. It was Secret who were attempting to steal.
Yeah.
Who knew?
My property. Get out of here. Last pick. Well, they've already. That's the thing. Like you're talking about, picked the counter to the Ember in this phase with Voker pick.
Slark.
You don't.
Matu Slark game.
Fanatics turn to ban.
You're not being banned out if it doesn't happen. They're prioritizing the Mars instead. Maybe about. Good.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Like
It's really
Mars.
smart.
Like the thing about Mars too is I particularly don't like it against heroes.
Yeah.
Team
Like, namely,
Secrets
of course,
turn
the
to
Spirit being
ban.
the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that sentiment from Fnatic. They're just like, yeah, I guess we have to ban TV, right? Because, like, once they have the Mars, now that might be, as you were saying, I guess, what could have been angling as a possibility towards. Very strange.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe they want Arc Warden or something, like another hero that's equally as destroyed
5
by
seconds
Arena.
remaining.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could happen.
Are we hoping not? Are we not Arc Warden game? I don't know. I haven't seen one in so long that I'm kind of down. It must have been. I haven't seen one, but I feel like I haven't seen it on the list. Bloodlust heroes. The annoying ones, right?
I feel like Spectre.
Or Secret, honestly. It's very legit for both teams.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
think if I'm Secret, I ban that. So the weird part of it, right, is that like
remaining.
you take some ranged hero for Secret, it's bad to play Spectre. They have to figure out, do we want to play Spectre ourselves? And I think if they do, what's left if you give Fnatic Spectre, like Secret?
Yeah, I think Lifestealer's still in too, which looks kind of okay. For both teams, really. Lifestealer, Slark, Spectre. Secret have also pulled out the PL, but this does not PL game.
I think they have to anticipate that it's Spectre pick. Then it's a question of like, do we afford to ban out a Spectre counter, or do we like this other hero that would just, regardless of, is Slark something that is that big of an
it's, I don't know, it's a Matu Slark, and it's a Tide Hunter, so it tends to kind of ruin your game. You know, they're very well acquainted with each other, both being from the sea.
Team
So that's why the
Secrets
matchup's so
turn
bad
to
for Tide.
ban.
Aye, matey. Ahoy, Slark pickers. We ban thee.
gone.
Back to the landlubber carries. Well, unless they Naga. That's the other one, right? They'd be
Fanatics
It's
turn
not
to
good though.
pick.
Don't pick it. And as you said, geez, you know the meta is stale when we're sniping them.
I mean, I think that's a Fnatic's, right?
True.
Like that's a Fnatic and a Secret. Because I still feel like there's a lot of
10 seconds
crowd
don't-
remaining.
Yeah, don't Deuce it though. I'm not liking the Deuce it here. Please don't Deuce it into Invoker
5
and
seconds
ET
remaining.
and Mars. Okay, that's literally unpickable. So we should not be getting Deuce it here.
Team
Could be okay
Secrets
for Secret
turn
though.
to pick. Riki.
Oh my god, it
the
happened.
one game you don't talk about
the
it.
one game, it's not mentioned. The Riki finally appears.
Dude, talk to me about it.
Ah, predicting this here. But I actually thought that we'd see more offlane Rikis. But position 1 Riki,
10
well,
seconds
honestly,
remaining.
I've mostly been mentioning it with the IO, so I wouldn't have suspected this. It is a pretty good Bloodlust hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Don't go Battle Fury. Shout out to Wagamama. He's got the math. He knows. Get Maelstrom. It's better. With all the tricks of the trade stuff. And it's got some mobility versus the Mars. That's pretty cool, right?
This, like, about the heroes that are left, like, ow. So what else? Sit back. All those sort of chill heroes you can't.
They might Sven.
And even.
I think he's got some pretty nice stuff versus the Ring.
Okay.
Warcry looks pretty good in a game like this too versus the Ember, as well as even like the Tide and the Weaver. Like you're buffing everyone's armor. You got Alacrity. It's definitely playable.
Okay.
But they will go for the
Choose your
PL.
hero.
All right. I mean,
Battle Fury's better now.
okay, but issues. It is an Ember game. It is like I feel like Tide's like kind of okay versus PL. I feel like you get a good Ravage off. You get one Anchor Smash. PL's identified. That can be pretty nice. But Secret believe in this hero. They've gone for it before. They had an amazing game. I can't remember who, but it was pretty stompy. They made it look really strong.
Fnatic versus Secret team trying to secure their spots. Event. For Secret, this is the type of game that might end up spell the difference between upper bracket finish and lower bracket finish. Start in the lower bracket is such a slog for the best of one. Afterwards, have to play a whole series of best of 3 together. Vitally important. Midst of all of that, Fnatic gonna take the Riki. Is this the first Riki? We'll do a quick little see.
I
'cause
think it is.
I think it is.
Fairly sure. Also, what's kind of cool about this PL instead of the Sven is just like all that minus armor that Fnatic are stacking.
Yeah.
Like you actually have an Agi hero, right?
That's
like,
true.
Because Sven, you'd think having Warcry, true. It's nice for you, like your allies, but you're still a strength hero at the end of the day.
True.
There can be some issues there. All right, let's see. According, these stats have been a little wonky, so I won't give 100% certainty because of like the way the game's been going and everything. Super fast. Servers overloaded. There is no Ricky picks or bans thus far.
Wow.
This is the first one as far as we can tell.
To Ricky. Go.
Allegedly, still ignored at this point will be
Prepare
Brood,
for
Huskar,
battle.
Coddle, Lone Druid, Meepo, Omni Knight, Zeus, Warlock, Techies, and Outworld. Just is that his name?
Your name and, yeah.
I,
Why did they change that? I don't
that right?
understand.
I don't even know anymore.
Like, whoa. Devour, not gonna destroy. Uh-oh, Raven. Strike away. And of course, the Ricky with the wonderful taunt he gets to throw out. This is what we've really been missing. Jaeger sitting bars. Getting ready to battle. Well, that's going to be a big spirit that comes back through. Get up close and personal. Fresh and big.
30 seconds to battle.
Never mind. I thought it was way bigger than that.
Huge spirit.
Give him a... Ooh, ward placed down though. Gonna get scouted, so... One D ward and potentially get the second one. Secret might try and go for the deep ground if they recognize what's happening. Fnatic, step over in river, and it
begins.
looks like Secret will pass to head out, get off the bounty runes.
How many musical? Getting a little ridiculous. This is Dota. It's chat lines and musical taunts.
I love this game. They said it best there, Travis.
That is true though. Really is the best.
Now across all the lanes, we've seen this time and again. Full minus armor offlaner. A Weaver, Tidehunter. That gush a little death. The other one that we saw a lot that looked really good was the Snapfire, which got banned out pretty early.
Tide Snap, Tide Weaver. Very good, just bullying. And ET, you do get the bonus armor, of course. That is pretty helpful. Utilizing your spirit. Not something you really think about, right? Because you're so focused on just like them running away. But that's why he's got the favorable trades.
That ET. That bonus. Hurt on to death.
I will say, you know, PL actually starts with pretty low armor. He only has 3. Like, compared to the other Agigos, Ricky has 6. And so this Blightstone's hitting, he's down to 1 armor.
Good. That up. There could be some pressure.
Denied.
Tumbo Man already has the Spirit Lance leveled. It does get level 2 beforehand, so we'll have access to that doppelganger.
You think Puppy's... I feel like Puppy's dying first. I feel like he's in a very precarious situation. I feel like Death hits 2, Puppy gets Gush, and he just dies. He's actually dead. Oh, wait. Oh, he missed.
Walk away, and they have to make the choice to
He's
go back and get
living.
the bounty. Or get dead. I mean, yeah, it's really dangerous.
That's what happens when you come to TI 10 times. You're actually immune to the caster curse. No matter how hard they try.
Well, we
can't be done.
We cursed him, right? Because we said that he was to die.
Oh, right. It's always the reverse.
Yeah.
Not true. Okay, so no one's immune. Got it.
Down there, but has the bottle up afterward. Sniped. Yapsor comes on over. That one hurts. That's a frustrating one. Fnatic, and he's gonna have to ferry out a salve for himself.
Yapsor comes in with a very late ward as well here at 2.5 minutes on that bottom rune. They did the same thing last game too, where they didn't place that initial ward for Nisha in the lane because everyone scouts them, right? And especially last game when they have the trance, it's super free. So it's kind of cool that they avoid that, and then that way you're getting more vision on the valuable runes, right? Like you got water runes at 2 and 4, and then this is gonna be a lot better when you get into those like more impactful runes, power runes coming.
Third scene.
Yeah. How's our first Ricky of the tournament doing down here? So far, they're jumping on the Zai, actually. damage in here as they hop onto DJ. Yeah, looks like it's a turn and burn kill.
That is a good chunk of damage there. The stun afterwards, and first blood drawn by Yapsor. Raven walks away, but can't really do all that much to help out his support. Does have at least the stick charges working. Able to fairly comfortable in that regard, but 14-1 versus Zai. Zai playing a real hero this time.
True.
The IO.
A hero where he gets to make some deeper plays, right? Without necessarily needing someone every single time, and here to set up doing something other than just like teleporting someone to a place like that.
Bounty
Never
runs.
refuse gold given.
Another rotation. The Yapsor that one from the M. Well, we talked about it. Puppy going down. Quick kill with the combo of death and jabs.
Not first though. He lived long enough not to give first blood over to his opponent to his carry, but now Matsu, yeah. 1-1-1, level 3 under the tower. Very much pressured right now. It's just, I know, every anchor smash just hurts.
It's a lot.
And that's an Orb of Corrosion too on the Tide, so this is frightening.
Ton of minus armor.
It stacks too with the Weaver, right?
Yeah, it is. This is deadly. Be very careful. Steps off to the side. The sleep will get off in time.
I thought they might go in. Yeah.
Thinking about it. The bugs are out now, though, and Puppy in some trouble. Chase down coming. Has to make the choice. Do I hit the bugs? Do I hit the heroes? Do I try and get out of there? Nothing works. Jabs finds another kill. No TP back for 40. It's walk of shame time.
I mean, that's just level 1 bugs too. Like, what do you do? You know, as an ET, there's no good solution when you're getting doubled up on like that. And another death and a walk of shame. Yeah, 27 seconds of no TV.
Up that. You obviously to give up your life for the. Well, that's close.
The life of that ward, so value. That's kind of interesting because they knew that was there that whole time, right?
Yeah.
They literally just came in for the gold bonus.
That should help.
That's it.
Deciding to take the 3-point guard against the. Pretty interesting because I feel like a lot of the other times we've seen it play this matchup, it's been like a sleight of fist, maxing out Bill. I guess you still need this to be able to catch up with the farm.
Exactly. Like it's more about like just everything else in the game. It's like, you know, I just won't get it dispelled. How about that?
Haste.
Easy strategy.
Got bounty and head on back to bottom lane.
A golden thread.
Zai does not really care all that much about Raven and what
Radiant
on.
structures are
Still
fortified.
getting some pretty decent farm on Raven though. Tread's done, along with some drops and trying to get toward that Blade of Alacrity.
We assume defusal, but you know, obviously not a lot of it is happening right now.
Damage. Jab shows up now. The minus arm are going to start to get thrown, and a couple quick right clicks into it. They kill Raven. Getting on the board.
Again, not a very common hero. And I'm looking through some of the more recent pros. Most people still going for the defusal. A couple people trying some different builds here. Looks like between like maybe some Echo Sabers and everything. Getting a little bit wild, but for the most part, we're just doing defusal, Manta, and then the Shard. Down for the Maelstrom.
Across all the lanes, they're winning them ever so slightly by the Fnatic. I think that though some of this is like also farming up the control creep, so they're like about half a level. Been a very passive one so far. Only kills so far in 7.5 minutes. Mars trying to get toward actually a Vanguard. Could go a lot of different ways with this build though. First couple of control item. Blade also on the mine. Mark and almost done. Get the rune. Does he jump to it?
Invisibility.
No.
Or Invoker players. It must be weird playing a mid that feels like, I don't know, it feels like you never get much out of runes, you know?
Yeah.
And then you have heroes like Storm where it's just like, That's your life when you're playing. The invokers in most of our games that we've had have been so static too. Like you expect a lot when you tend to see the Quaspex invoker, but really struggling to get many plays around the map. And I mean, they're still building urn because they have cold snap. So sometimes it feels like they're struggling a little bit in those couple engagements because they're not built up on the urns right away. But he has a Mars in this game, so I'm expecting he's going to rotate to Zai and try and get a kill. That should be your goal, right? Or Zai maybe will come to him as well if they want to get that mid tower.
He'll get this boarded most likely by Fnatic in the
Dire's
next
top
couple of
tower
minutes.
is under attack.
Chase him in, and well, Nisha is nearby, backing away.
Been a trend of the better teams that we've seen here has been taking farm away in your opponent's part of the map. Usually by moving in there and farming. Of course, they doubled up on that last game. Not only moving in and taking farm, but also just blocking it out with the treants if they wanted to secure their own farm instead. So very much on the mind of Fnatic. It seems to be an economic-based team in this early game.
Have Death drop down somewhat low. Doesn't have the mana for much of any. All 5 heroes from Fnatic heading up to this top side.
Radiant's middle
Remnant
tower
down.
is under attack.
Shout this lane.
Radiant are
Rapsor
scanning.
is there to interrupt and to try and mess with them a little bit, but if
Dire's
anybody
top
shows
tower
up to
is under
defend,
attack.
right, he can
Radiant's
quickly
bottom tower is under attack.
get towards this
Dire's
10-minute mark.
structure-
And look how quickly Jabs just
Yeah.
goes bottom. He's like, yeah, there's no way like they're going to stop this. I'm coming down here. I want to slow down what Zai's doing. Has to be careful though, because that's
Dire's
a
top
very
tower
tempting hero
is
to go
under
for with a
attack.
single rotation. Jabs could go down. He's not sure how many heroes are down here, right? He doesn't know that's just Zai. That's why he's pulling
Dire's
him way
top
back.
tower has fallen.
So they're starting
Radiant's
to show on the
middle
mid
tower
lane.
is under attack.
That gives him a little bit more jabs. That likely won't go down, although the are coming. Uppy down here as well.
Cool build though. Maelstrom, or Medallion into a Atos for Jabs.
Well, this is, I think we saw Quick do something like
Radiant's
we were watching
middle
the
tower is under attack.
pub games beforehand.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Then afterwards, it.
Yeah, and we've seen the Solar Crest too, right? Quite a bit.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower
Off
is
off
under
the mark,
attack.
Jab still living through this one, but the
Second
Radiant's
stop.
middle tower is under
stick
attack.
living. No,
Nonsense.
Jab's giving the team secret line.
It's good he contributed, you know?
Radiant's bottom tower is
While
under
mid,
attack.
Death loses all of his mana to Nisha. Just gonna stand there and take it. Couple more punches from on the low ground. Looks like the tier 1 tower bottom is going to
Radiant's
fall.
bottom tower has fallen.
Fnatic not trying to get aggro or really fight this yet. Waiting for that Diffusal Blade to be done on Raven. And guess what? It's now completed. Do they want to defend mid? It's coming in.
Dire's
I really
top
area.
tower
They just
is
clicked
under
death and they're
attack.
just like, there's no way this guy's fighting.
Radiant's
Like,
middle
look at him.
tower
He's
is
so
under
low
attack.
HP. He did the soul ring for a round. He just dies.
Yeah, that was a little bit dubious. And this was right as the Diffusal Blade was done too.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It feels like he
Radiant's
threw away
bottom
his life to
tower
hold
is
this
under
tower.
attack.
But if they can get the kill on Anisha, that would be bigger. The chase forward looking for him. Can they find that kill? Rooted, right-clicked, almost dead. Oh, they got the dust and the ignite. That might be enough as they slowly, steadily whittle him down and get the finish.
He died because of the Bull Assassin.
Yeah.
He was Bull Assassin there and losing out on his regen, and he wasn't able to regen enough back up to get past that like ignite and bug damage. The Bull's got the kills, guys. Best
They're
neutral
strong.
creeps. Too strong.
35% regen reduction when the
Boom.
Venom weapon is on you.
Get fooled, fool. See those Quas orbs? No cares.
Strong.
He's probably like, how am I dying? How's this possible?
Where's my regen? But yeah, it's looking very back and forth. I will say that Matama Man feels like he has a much better game this time around than he did.
How about Puppy's game? It's up there. You got there.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough that way.
Dotted line.
So fast. Ah, good times. You know, remember, do you start playing Dota and they were just rookies in every game?
Yeah.
Was that was my life. I remember that. I'm sure it's probably still the same. And you know, when you're new
doubt.
on the lower MMR and
Yeah.
at the I mean, he used to be Invis from the start of the game. That's the crazy thing. It wasn't even level 6. He was just invis.
What he did.
Radiant's
Tower
middle
mid
tower
denied by
has been
jabs.
denied.
We've seen stuff to watch in this one, though. We'd already talked about the Bloodlust being a really big win. Fnatic, they're coming into their own jungle, recognizing
Radiant
that there's
are
going to be a
scanning.
move here. Yapsor has Sakut stolen. And are they looking for him, or are they looking for the kill onto Zai? Either way, they're going to get him.
Searing
Comes out,
gaze.
Raven chased down. They have
Radiant's
the
bottom
cloud.
tower is under
Got
attack.
them slow, and Zai going fall.
Lại ra, lấy đảo rồi ra.
Haste!
I wonder
Dire are scanning.
how does our game look these days? Because like there's so many interesting discussions about
Dire's
Ricky
middle
and
tower
like
is under attack.
his heroes in general, which we don't have time for, but that's just well, moving towards death up here by the looks of it. I mean, teammates are TPing. Raven, he is Soul Ring Ravage. Soul Ring Ravage.
Nick, there's the turn, catches on to 3, they have the cloud down afterwards, trying to bring down Nisha. Dad baited that out perfectly.
Oh, that was such a good rotation.
Sometimes you just got 13 stick charges.
You know what that was? That was 4 points in Kraken. You know, not taking more points in the gush there is what
Yeah.
helped him so much there. Getting off multiple more dispels because of that. Yeah, I actually I can't believe how many times Ricky's been changed. I was like looking through the change logs. Like, so when I started, it was 6, and then they changed it to a W for his invis, and now we're back to the 6.
Right.
Maybe he'll go back again someday. Real pain. But anyway, sentries in general, right? There's this whole over since TI really, sentries have just been spammed all over the map. That's kind of been the thing, right? Like we had to they got a lot cheaper. We had to institute like a limit and everything, and that's really impacted invis heroes in a way that I don't know if it's even been fully like measured really, because it's so hard to gauge. But it feels worse dropping sentries in team fights, right? Even though they're cheap. Kind of like as a support, there's a lot of games where you just run out of sentries, not by gold, but the fact you just can't afford any more. And then Dust is so unreliable in terms of like trying to actually keep an eye on invis hero, especially when it's so crucial like a position 1 like that. Like, you can't let this guy get away. And plus Ricky half the time isn't even like he's invisible, and then he's just invulnerable because of tricks of the trade.
Incredibly frustrating hero.
So why isn't he a problem? I mean, look at this.
I think we might see why a little bit later on this game, depending upon how all this goes. They jump out. Actually, Raven wasn't able to find a finish on the button.
He was respecting it. He just backed away.
Arena's there. They get the dust onto him. Raven off. Raven kill.
Oh, is that why? He's
know?
really squishy?
You know, there's a chance.
He's 20 armor though. How can he be squishy?
That part of the read.
A lot of magic damage.
I guess the other thing too is just that like pressure towers, that some of that as well. Only tower taken by Fnatic in spite of that good earth he had.
Oh, see what DJ just did there too. Like he tried to get an initial kill onto Poppy, helping with the fire blast, his jabs. Look at off the ulti. Doesn't even need it.
Chase.
No!
Kill.
A feast for my beetles!
Thought he might have had one more spell there or something, but that's all good. But anyway, he tried to get the kill, then he went in behind the tower and placed a ward, but Puppy in. So,
Radiant's middle
very
tower
disappointing, because
is
of course
under
you
attack.
want that deep vision when you're playing with a Riki, because he's someone who can go for these kills much safer than other carriers who can sync up with some of the more mobile heroes like the Ember Spirit.
Not gonna be enough damage though. Time lapse it off the side. Not more than he can chew. Gonna try and find that kill, but a big Earth Splitter comes through on 2.
There's Ravage here.
A chance, a hope, a dream. Looking for Matama Man, low on mana. Not be able to find anything else. No mana on death for the Ravage. They still manage to take down both. And Secret, they keep on getting aggressive like this, and it's been going well for them, but certainly didn't.
I feel like they weren't quite confident that was Matsu. And so he didn't want to rip the Ravage there, but he very easily could have got him there. The EMP that came out as well from Nisha, just tapping everything. Very important that he has the Soul Ring and Wand this game, and he essentially has to keep those stacks, so he can't waste them at any point, because he has to be aware of the potential of that EMP coming out and trying to get a grab that. Oh, but that's it!
They got him back
He just caught.
That Atos is so good, but Tumbleman's still chasing down. Be careful, Rabbit is available from death. Drops it around onto 3. Triple run before, but interrupted. Oh, Nisha coming in with that save. Will it be enough? Dodges the EMP. Raven still in on top of multiple. That's off to the side. They have another round of Atos.
They're just stuck on the wall.
Bring him down. Another round of this one. Tumpy very low, but Tumbleman in trouble. Raven is just an assassin.
And the DD still on trend. They don't get the hit there to confirm that Nisha's running away in that direction, but run away he shall and lose his tower.
Big Ravage, a lot of damage dealt by that, and as you mentioned, that DD and a couple sleight of fists did all the work from the Emperor, and Raven was there for the cleanup.
Also not burning Ravage in that fight at the outpost. Given that, yeah, we can take a replay on that for sure. Thank you very much, production. Having the Ravage here is absolutely huge. Death's confidence just walk in here. This feels so good, right? Max Kraken Shell, that was an anchor smash and the backstab there, blowing up the App Store. Zero contribution really into this engagement. Arena is nice, but you know, we talked about there's a lot of heroes that are just getting through that and getting over top of it. And then just like Ravage blow up, set the play easily. This ISO is pretty annoying. You see Raven trying to get around it. He's just like stuck on the side, but eventually with the bugs coming through, it's a field day for Raven with the backstab physical damage. And now the Earth Splitter also not using that fight, but it doesn't get enough damage. He lived.
Oh my god. He lives on just nothing there.
What?
Some on HP. That was crazy. Oh man. So gets the remnant out. Ember. Live it on a prayer.
He had 2 HP after that Earth Splitter. Come on.
That's wild. 15 to 5. I thought that it was going to turn into a quick kill there, but you know, right now, yeah, that's the difference. Points in Exort. Like Nisha has to get this other stuff for the T-fight and Stain and everything else, but the downside to the Quaswex Invoker. Man, Fnatic are looking good.
Yeah, I love what they've done with item builds too, because like going for this Diffusal and the Manta, he's not going towards like an anti-PL build, but Jabs is, right? Like you mentioned, he's got the Atos, he's going to go for that Maelstrom next, and he can really help out with that Gleipnir. It's going to be very frustrating for Matu to deal with.
Jabs has been such a great player in this series for them. Time lapses away, baits out the arena, and gets out before side. Without anything.
He's also been the important chat wheel hero too. You know, look, press enter.
All Jabs.
That's it.
Give it a
look, scroll up.
It just keeps going.
It's literally just Jabs. And he's high-five too.
Oh my god, and in the meantime, when we're looking at Jab shenanigans, Raven takes down Matumbleman again. Yapsor, oh, the look. Not gonna find him.
We just missed the carry down.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like it was a Ricky Silence into an Ogre stun, and he died, because what are the tools versus Ricky Silence right now? They have 4 staff on 2 heroes. That is good. They're going to go for a 3rd one as well on the ET. Obviously, they just weren't able to save him that time.
Heads up play there, Nisha recognizing the danger. They smoked and then immediately ran top to try and find him. That connection. It's a chance that you could just blow up any one of these heroes. Pop Manta, blow somebody up, and he deals with the cold snap and everything else. And, with a little bit of an update there we got from our producer yet again, as we will
Spoilers alert
here onto Yapsor. It's likely, potentially, maybe double jump. Yeah, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, get that one.
LG won their game number 2, 17 minutes for all you prediction fans out there. So that does mean the Elephant get OT, and this, I mean, it's just more and more of the same. Tiebreakers are approaching.
Definitely one of the more expected results of the day. Raven gets a bottle handed to him from Chuan there. Just to give him the DD for the Roche, though. Not going to be saving that for any potential team fight. Send in the Tide, position yourself behind, and look at this Roche go. That is a Roche hero, ladies and gentlemen. Not one you typically think of, but look at that with a DD.
This is crazy.
Bloodlust, too. Like, Raven is just shredding. Roche just missing.
Keeps on getting brought down, and
in
secret, it hasn't looked particularly good. I don't know exactly what's been going on, but a combination of, you know, Obviously, last game, Fnatic kind of getting into their heads. It felt like getting into blocking the ancient camps continuously. Game, he's felt like a really good answer. I think that Death has been playing phenomenally, and Jabs again finding those pickoffs and finding himself a good amount of farm.
Hey,
He's like almost up with Zai again.
did you check DJ's career? Oh, is DJ playing, guys? What's coming? What is it, Gabe?
Is it the shard?
No, where is it?
What the
Oh,
hell?
here it comes. No.
Oh
Nah.
my god. Are you kidding me? What?
Ogre Midas.
Oh,
We get the
no.
watch the multicast. Let's go.
Dire's top tower
Alright, let's
is
see if
under
it
attack.
works. The multicast all plugged in. The first one is the most important one.
And that is true. That sets the tone for the game here. Look, he's waiting for it. All right, here he goes. Right onto the birds. Let's go. Triple. Oh! He got two.
God.
He got two. No threes yet.
Radiant
We're getting
are
there, though.
scanning.
If he he's going to get into some real items here at this as they jump in. And again, it happens so quickly. Like, if you see somebody, they die. This game just feels so difficult for Secret right now. Like, where do you play? Breaking smokes on Zai?
I'll tell you one thing. I've lost all faith in Invoker in this group. I feel like he doesn't do anything until like 40 minutes.
Hello! Jabs, Yapsor run into each other. Get the vision, find the root, and, well, with that, they're going to get another pick-off. Blows them up over to the side. Zai also in trouble. So they lose one, they lose two. Puppy died over by the Ancients. Only Tumbleman left alive in combo with Nisha on sides of the
The
map.
rune of
Hopefully they'll
regeneration.
hold off this.
They're
Radiant's
just
top
putting him
tower
like
is
on
under
tilt, right?
attack.
Like that kill was so long ago on Puppy. He still wasn't even back though.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Nisha's just getting ran at. Trying to evoke something to get out of there, possibly. Puppy gets there with the sleep.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Get him out.
It feels like a game of just delay and wait until they can actually get some contribution from their mid lane
has
and
been
try
killed.
and get Matu some crazy place where
Dire's
he's
middle
insane on
tower
the
is
PL,
under
but
attack.
it's not looking too hot right now for Team Secret. Fnatic just
Dire's
playing
bottom
incredibly
tower
well
is under
and really
attack.
punishing what seems to be a very static team fight from Secret. It feels like kind of like flowcharty, like how you play Dota in a certain way of just like, you know, this tower, then that tower, then Roche. That's how they have to fight all the time. And then you see that. Nisha's just gone.
So quickly. Does steal remnants now on Yapsor, but will it be enough? Pacing it for more. The Ravage is out. He is absolutely getting shredded. Oh, but there's Twitter. Is it going to be enough damage? Can they bring it down in time? Tumbleman, Doppelganger trying to lift a good chunk of damage, but it is not enough. 3 dead. Puppy going down to boot. Yapsor nowhere left to hide. As Jabs and Death chase, looking for the kill. Will they get him? Lift up, Jabs. Ooh, goes a bit too far.
Radiant
Yapsor
structures
able
are
to get him back the
fortified.
other way, and Jabs like, all right, that's
Dire's
pretty good.
bottom
We'll
tower
play
is
it.
under attack.
Still
Dire's
the only
structures
one that
are
is doing
fortified.
any chat wheel usage. This game, it feels like.
Dire's
Puppy
middle
pinged some
tower is under
models.
attack.
That was it. 9x streak. Oh man, he's getting for the Arcana gems right now with DJ. He just keeps on
Dire's
hitting them.
middle tower has fallen.
That means his last Midas must have been
Dire's
a
bottom
multicast too.
tower is under attack.
Guys on point. 10 odds, 1 in 18. Can I get some more? Are you clicked on the ogre? Oh, the ogre. You gotta. We gotta see if he does it again. You guys ready? All right, I'll tell you.
Give me the updates. This is
I'll let
truly
you know.
no.
No. Back to the ogre. The people need to know. All right, the odds of this. They get lower and lower. Oh, 1 in 24 odds.
Dire's
All right.
bottom tower
What more
has
can we
fallen.
find? The odds.
Guys.
What is the odds that Fnatic is going to win this game?
It just keeps getting worse and worse for see. Oh, he got 12 in a row. That's 1 in 32. This happening. That means everything.
That's crazy.
1 in 42, 13.
All right,
the Midas.
All right, we actually have to watch it
here
this
we
time.
go.
There it is, the big one. Will he get it? Dude.
This is the only one
DJ,
that matters.
what?
No,
Oh,
he's going to triple camp.
oh,
Triple camp with more units.
Okay, he's like,
All right, here we go.
Here it is.
Oh, we got another one.
1 in 75. The luckiest ogre I've ever seen.
We're not allowed to leave until he misses one. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. He's not packing his
Dire's
abilities
top
right now.
tower is under attack.
Mike, though, what if he bloodlust? That still counts.
We're shilling so hard for this Arcana right now.
Don't you guys want the experience of seeing this number pop up all the time?
Death, in the meantime, again playing with this shard, starting to pressure on to that tier 2
Dire's
tower
top
here.
tower has fallen.
I'll warn you when he's in. This game has become the DJ show. I feel like, you know, oh, 16! That's
Dire's
100
top tower
odds!
is under
This map
attack.
can't be right.
This is actually crazy.
Oh, he missed it. He missed it. 16 straight. That's 7 gem points, though, towards the Arcana. Unbelievable. 1 in 100 odds. Guys, we just witnessed something special together. That was the odds of Fnatic 2-0ing Secret.
They're doing it.
And
They're that
here we are.
1% are the one chance in 100.
But not really, because, you know, they looked very, very strong. I think after game 1, it was more than likely they were going to do this again here. And just such a great lineup to suit the way that they're playing well here.
But to be honest, when I came into this
Radiant
one, like,
are
obviously
scanning.
Fnatic isn't really building steam, but our last experience watching Secret was in that LGD match, and they
Yeah.
looked really good.
They looked on par.
But this is the thing to me that stands out about Fnatic, is that it feels like they take teams out of their comfort zone. They're causing them to like play in ways that they don't necessarily want to.
Cheers for the multi-gas.
Oh, Chase. Puppy in some trouble. Gonna get caught. Yapster's on the other side. Earth Splitter comes out. Doesn't connect onto anybody. Boards go
Radiant's
down.
bottom tower
Fnatic
is under attack.
continue. They're slaying ways through this game. It's 26-6.
All right, will Secret get 7 kills? Do you think they'll get one more kill this game, or is this game just done?
I think they will.
I think they get 8 kills. No, no, actually, you know what? I think they're going to get 6 kills. I don't think they're going to get another kill.
Really?
They can't fight. Unless this game drags really long. I mean, how good's the high grounding? It's pretty bad. They have a tricore of Tide, Ricky, and Ember Spirit.
They need that shard on the Tide Hunter.
He's got it. He's good. This is like Timbersaw getting the flamethrower. Death is the tower hitter.
Death is gonna need to get the Aegis so he can walk high ground.
Alright, but not actually.
Oh my god.
I don't want to hide.
Caster curse them again. They go in. Dude. How do you do this every time? What is wrong with you?
Guys, it's only 1,300 pure damage, alright?
You're unbelievable.
Surely he'll be fine.
Surely. Every day we come in here.
Look, I want exciting games, okay?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. Do you deny the DD?
He denies Poppy of his life, though.
Did together. That was very good.
He's like, I am dead. So are you.
Stay together.
He
Down.
just whispers.
7-7. Good job of finding kills around the map, but the big thing is that it feels like that kill on the Ember opened up an entire other side for Secret. Push out, get some more farm onto the PL, he can get into his next item looking for that heart. Again, you talked about like the Ricky not necessarily being a great answer for the PL on a one-on-one basis. Is there a point where Matumba Man can kind of get out of control in this one and eventually carry this game? Do you see that as a possibility?
I definitely do. Like the defusal is pretty scary this game for like an Ember and a Tide, of course, right? Like you've seen it. They have EMP as well, so. If any hero gets caught by both EMP as well as a little swarm of mini Matus, then you might just not be able to cast spells. Turns out those are pretty, you know, what do we say when you're losing a game of Dota? Just, guys, just please cast your spells. Just hit your spells. We'll be okay. It's the #1 rule in Dota. Watch the ball, you know? That's sport ball. Dota, cast your spells. I don't even care if you hit your spells. Just cast them, please.
Yeah, make it happen. Fire's coming out for Raven. I guess that's the other thing too, is if, you know, someone can do stuff with like baiting out one of the illusion, the doppelganger or what have you, that might be avenues that open up some space. The danger part is, again, like even like you were talking about this blight thing, that reveals that Matumba able to jump on top. Things could get a little bit scary. Wouldn't mind seeing maybe a butterfly or something. I don't know. It's just there's so many different things that they need on Secret that it feels very difficult.
There's a shard coming out here. I don't think the dart's worth it.
No?
I don't know. I feel like actually, Emma already has this. Never mind. I think Jab wants it. Oh, wait, no? Jab, we got dart. We got dart. I guess the nerf on the Weaver one, right? So, Sleeping Dart, alright? Now, if you guys have seen an offlane wrecking your pubs, condolences, because I know it's annoying, but you do Sleeping Dart into Meteor Hammer. As a carry player, it's still a crazy useful tool. You just get to put someone out of the fight for 4 seconds.
There's a couple heroes that feel like it would fit really well against, for instance.
Slay together. Slay
They
together.
have to go stomp off or something like that. Yapsor obviously has been a really impressive disruptor of the team fights.
That would be so good. Sleeping a Rubik, right? Because like Rubik, it's all about your timing.
Exactly.
You have to be ready to every single moment.
And the big thing with Ricky on the sleep dart is how long of a range it is. Like you look at that and you
Yeah, they
Radiant's
actually
bottom
just
tower
nerfed
is
it,
under
believe it or
attack.
not.
Yeah.
It was even further before.
But with this Aegis, it does present some more problems for Fnatic, which is like, how do you actually end this game lineup? The biggest tower hitter that you have is Tidehunter. I literally thought that they might have put an Aegis on him just so that they could walk and anchor smash the tower. But recognizing, like, you know, we still need to be able to keep our Ricky alive, they're going to give it over there.
He is on the Tide. He's going Refresher so that he can double anchor smash
Got
towers.
it. That's why he's doing that.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the main point. Yeah, this is really quite the Yapsor play. He did this last game on the Pango when they were behind, right? He's just sitting on this pillar bottom. Ember's walked by. He's still just sitting. He's chilling. He has 24 stat. Figured he's invincible. If only he could like fade bolt the creep wave, it would be perfect. Or he's just AFK.
That's a possibility
win
too.
together, slay together, slay
Oh,
together.
this is
slay
professional
together.
gameplay right there.
Yep. This is all it takes, guys.
This is the thing.
To be FTI.
The line between like what looks good in pro play and what looks good in Herald is like very similar. It's in item builds and everything. This is a good
My
play.
Clinks just built Maelstrom, nothing else.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, was that Sumail? Oh, no, it was my Herald buddy. Oh, yeah, okay.
It looks funny, but it's actually good. The classic pro
Dire's
player thing.
bottom
I mean, look what
tower
Yapsor
is
did. He
under
waited
attack.
all that time. He hopped down, grabbed this wave. He's waiting for his second Fade Bolt. Doesn't have the secondary Stolen spell to clear waves, which is scary. Now, does he feel threatened
Dire's
enough, or does he
bottom
just jump in the
tower
tree?
has fallen.
TP or trees? Oh, and
Hold
TP.
up. Head up high ground.
Oh, DJ. We gotta watch DJ. We need the multi-hex.
Uh-oh. Lift! Ravage afterwards, though, and the Hex comes out. Catches on the boat. We're gonna damage it. All of it. On top of everybody. The blow-up isn't enough, though. DJ trying to back away.
The multi-hex got
Unreal.
PL and the Invoker.
Dire's bottom tower is under
That
attack.
is so sick. You know, sometimes it's good to be good, sometimes it's good to be lucky, and DJ, a little bit of both in this game. 24,000 gold lead now, and you know, an easy way to go high ground, they just call it, it's over.
Dire's bottom
Go high
tower
ground by
has
killing
fallen.
everybody, and that's what they did.
Dire's
Fnatic
bottom
came in and played
barracks are
2
under
flawless
attack.
games.
Fnatic.
They're no longer in contention to be eliminated, and in fact, it's now Secret that are in a little bit of a scary spot for their upper bracket lives.
They just dismantled Secret.